Wyln TV. We're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Luzerne and Lackawanna counties have been added to the governor's stay-at-home order. It takes effect at 8 tonight and will continue until April 6th. Now, under the order, individuals may only leave their residence to perform tasks essential to maintain their health and safety, such as getting medicine and medical supplies, visiting a healthcare professional, and traveling to the grocery store. They can also go to work, as long as business is deemed essential or life-sustaining. People can also participate in outdoor activities like hiking or walking, as long as they practice social distancing. Do not call 911 to report violators or non-compliant businesses. Instead, contact your local police department or nearest state police headquarters. Hazleton may be the hardest hit city in Luzerne County when it comes to the coronavirus. Mayor Jeff Gassett cites this for many reasons, which includes the influx of people traveling here from New York City. Many Latino residents have family and friends in both New York City and New Jersey and travel back and forth to the virus hotspot destinations. The mayor talked with van transportation companies in Hazleton, and many voluntarily stopped their services to New York and New Jersey. However, the mayor has no control over vans coming in from surrounding states. Gassett urges residents to take this COVID-19 situation seriously and stay home whenever possible. Residents can keep tabs on the city of Hazleton by checking out the mayor's Facebook page for all the latest. State Representative Tara Toohill sent an open letter requesting directive from New York Governor Andrew Cuomo on buses, vans, and non-life-sustaining transportation. On behalf of her constituency, Toohill requested that Cuomo shut down all non-life-sustaining buses of passengers from New York to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. She stated a large amount of out-of-state vans are bringing people into our community, and many patients testing positive for COVID-19 in our area recently traveled to New York or New Jersey. The Luzerne Foundation, based out of Wilkes-Barre, launched a county-wide COVID-19 emergency response fund in light of pandemic panic. It does 3 things. It works with donors of all types to help them with philanthropy, make grants, and act as a facilitator, bringing groups together to address a specific cause or need. With the help of other philanthropic individuals and business institutions dedicated to improving quality of life across NEPA, the Luzerne County COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund was born.
The Luzerne Foundation, we don't do the programs or projects, but through the monies that we accept in contributions and then distribute out as grants, we're able to make those programs that much better. We're not a cause, we're a causeway. That's why we, in many ways, are the perfect vehicle to coordinate and facilitate this type of action, community-wide action, to make contributions to help those in need across our community. We act as a fiscal fiduciary, for lack of a better phrase.
President and CEO Charles Barber says this fund is the brainchild of coordinated efforts to lessen the damaging effects of the virus on local residents.
Obviously, it's very early in this process. This whole thing hit everybody over the head like a sledgehammer very, very quickly. But we anticipate making grants and funding across the community to be as fair and equitable as possible, with the first priority of meeting the most pressing and dire needs as we identify across the community. And then as we get into phase 2 of this, to really support residents, especially children, individuals that have a food insecurity, residents without health insurance or without proper health coverage. Lost wages, obviously, is a huge factor in there, with entertainment industry, food, so many people that have been displaced because of this, and the idea of, staying at home. And how does one pay their bills?
The Luzerne County COVID-19 Emergency Fund expects to make its first round of grants throughout the next few weeks.
The effects that it has on the charities that are on the front line We need to keep volunteers active, but we need to keep volunteers safe. And those two actions sometimes work against each other. You can't emphasize enough that, there's no playbook for this. Nobody's gone through this kind of situation. We need your help from all sources. People with a kind heart. We, the Luzerne Foundation, are accepting contributions. All of your contributions are fully deductible to the maximum extent allowed by law. Actually, as I understand it, the first $300 that you contribute towards a COVID-related charity will be deductible on your 2020 taxes right off the top.
Details on how you can donate can be found online at luzfdn.org. The Hazleton Area School Board held their monthly regular meeting virtually Thursday night. Board members approved a $6.29 million project to add 12 new classrooms. The endeavor will reduce the size of their libraries while creating space for classrooms. The district borrowed $4.3 million for the Pools to Classrooms project and will need to finance $1.9 million to pay for the library to classroom conversions. The project would create space for approximately 725 elementary and middle school students. The board's still looking into having a special education center, which may involve converting the Career Center warehouse for one. The Wolf administration announced its plans to spend $50 million in state funding to fight COVID-19. The money will be used to purchase medical equipment and supplies for hospitals, nursing homes, and emergency responders. The $50 million will be deposited into a restricted account under the governor's jurisdiction. Funds will be used if insufficient funds are made available from the disaster proclamation. Wolf said more beds, ventilators, and protective equipment are needed as soon as possible to help Pennsylvanians on the front lines stay healthy while battling this pandemic. The Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture issued guidelines for the state's essential grocery stores to make sure they can continue their services. Agriculture Secretary Russell Redding said retail and food workers are among the countless heroes during the pandemic and need to remain both physically and mentally healthy. The guidance documents issued for grocery and convenience store procedures and sanitation include customer and employee protection and facility cleanliness. Redding added that Pennsylvanians' supply chains solid and that farmers, production facilities, and truckers are all still working hard. Motorists across the area are seeing that gas price decline due to the virus outbreak. On average, drivers are paying almost 50 cents a gallon less than around this time last year. Parts of Pennsylvania have been seeing prices drop below $2 a gallon. Now, according to AAA, crude oil's falling below $22 a barrel, which hasn't happened since 2002. The national at-the-pumps average is currently $2.12 a gallon. Coming up on Wyln News, a local insurance agency wants to hop in the ring to help fight the virus. Plus, now you have more time to sign your little mini trooper up for Camp Cadet. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Rain all weekend, a little break to start the week off, more showers, and another break right before next weekend. Yikes. Don't take sunshine for granted. We'll be right back.
My name is Gia, and I'm 3 years old. The weather is going to be tomorrow rainy, so get your umbrella. Bye.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hi. I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square. Looking for information on the coronavirus pandemic? Make sure it's from a reliable source. Go to WYLNTV.com and click on the Lehigh Valley Health Network banner for the real facts about the coronavirus pandemic. And watch WYLN News live at 5:30 for updates on this ongoing crisis. The source matters now more than ever. WYLN, we're your local network.
Early Poly Agency in Cunningham is doing their part supporting the greater Hazleton area during the virus pandemic. WYLN's Phil Kaufman has the story.
Many are trying to do their part during the pandemic to assist those working hard to keep us healthy and fed. Brian Early, president of Early Poli and John Diana Insurance Agencies, spoke with us on the efforts of the agencies to assist those workers.
I guess when the whole coronavirus issue started to become a problem here in Northeast Pennsylvania, my wife and I decided we wanted to try and do something for the people that are responding to the crisis. Our healthcare workers, our supermarkets, they have employees that are putting in overtime. They're putting their families at risk so that they can take care of the rest of us.
Mr. Early discussed receiving calls from some of his own clients asking if there was business interruption coverage that would cover the losses from the pandemic.
And the bottom line is it's virus related, so it is not covered under business interruption or loss of income coverage. So we realized that our restaurants were going to take a big hit. So what we wanted to do was, number one, give some business to our policyholders that own and operate restaurants, and we wanted to do it as a thank you for those businesses that have to remain open throughout this time period, supermarkets, healthcare providers, and the like.
Already, Early Poli has been able to provide pizza to the employees at Gould's supermarket. Mr. Early also said Gould's is paying it forward by donating donuts and other baked goods to the hospital. Other businesses such as Klesch Plumbing and Heating, Fagley Volts, and Earl Burger of Burger Family Dealerships have reached out to help.
Fortunately, as always happens with this community, people come out and they come out to help. So we're taking care of the pizza. In fact, Earl's going to be picking up pizzas for us on Monday and delivering them to the hospital, and we also have other people that have, offered to volunteer. Our entire staff at both offices here at the Early Poli Agency and also up at John Diana Insurance, all of our staff is contributing, and everybody's just really coming together.
Reporting from Early Poli Agency in Cunningham, this is Philip Kaufman with WYLN News.
Thanks, Phil. Lehigh Valley Health Network opened an additional assessment and testing location in Hazleton. The new location's at the LVPG Gastroenterology Office at 128 West 14th Street in Hazleton. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The other test locations at 140 North Sherman Court in Hazleton. Individuals are sent there by either their primary care provider or those who have been pre-screened through an e-visit or video visit. For more information, call 1-888-402-5846 or visit lvhn.org/COVID-19. PennDOT announced that the Department of Homeland Security's postponed the enforcement date for Real ID. The date's been changed from October 1st of this year to October 1st of 2021. Real ID is a federal law that affects how state-issued driver's licenses and ID cards are used for federal purposes and air travel. It's optional in Pennsylvania, and there's no requirement for any resident to obtain a Real ID. Meanwhile, all PennDOT driver and photo license centers remain closed because of the coronavirus and are expected to reopen no sooner than April 3rd. Driver and vehicle online services are still available to customers by visiting dmv.pa.gov. The Pennsylvania State Police Troop N Camp Cadet Program deadline application has been extended. The original deadline of March 31st was pushed to April 14th. Camp Cadets open to boys and girls between 12 to 14 years old who reside in Troop N's jurisdiction, which includes Lower Luzerne, Monroe, Carbon, and Columbia counties. The program's held at Penn State Hazleton from July 12th through the 17th. Applications are available at troopandcampcadet.com, as well as the Troop and Camp Cadet Facebook page. Coming up on Alden's News Choice, your week in review, plus some perfect pets of the week. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. Now contracting life-sharing and respite providers, CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we'll be featuring on our show. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo and his co-host, Alan Giannetti, welcome you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good food. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.
Monday. We started Monday off with some news straight from the mayor's desk as the virus hits a bit closer to home with the city of Hazleton's first confirmed cases of COVID-19. Mayor Jeff Cassatt's office was informed over the weekend that 2 Hazleton residents had contracted the virus. The infected individuals were notified and are currently being self-quarantined at home. The mayor has also recommended local limousines and taxicab companies to not provide shuttle services to New York and New Jersey, and restricted access to public parks with groups of more than 10 during this pandemic. The administration's asking citizens to remain calm and continue following the recommendations by the Centers for Disease Control, as well as state and federal officials. Tuesday. Starting Monday morning, Pennsylvania State Police began enforcing all non-life-sustaining business closures across the Commonwealth per Governor Tom Wolf's order that went into effect. Violators may be subject to fines, jail time, and additional administrative penalties under certain circumstances. Now, as of Tuesday, 27 warnings were issued to non-life-sustaining businesses across the Commonwealth. Trooper Anthony Petrosky wanted the public to be aware of the measures PSP is taking to protect and serve while ensuring the health and safety of both the community and its troopers. Remember, when reporting a non-compliant business, avoid dialing 911. Instead, you can call your local law enforcement's non-emergency line or local PSP office. For Hazleton State Police, that number is 570-459-3890. Trooper Petrosky advises the public to do their part during this pandemic, which includes staying home whenever possible during these trying times. Wednesday. Countless people have been out of work during this coronavirus crisis. The White House and Senate are currently working on finalizing an economic aid package to help millions of Americans. The state legislature is working to expand the unemployment compensation law to include business owners forced to shut down because of the pandemic. We're swimming in uncharted waters, and many have questions about financial recovery. Representative Tara Toohill shared information with us about food banks, help for seniors, and domestic violence resources. Her office is not accepting walk-ins at this time, but resources and help are still available. Thursday. A woman faces charges after entering a Hanover Township grocery store, intentionally coughing all over products, and costing the store thousands of dollars. Owners of Garrity's Supermarket say that 35-year-old Margaret Serco came in the store Wednesday night. and deliberately coughed and spit on their produce, meat, and bakery sections before attempting to steal a case of beer, all while saying, "I have the virus." Approximately $35,000 worth of grocery items were lost in light of the not-so-funny prank. Serco was taken to an area hospital for a mental evaluation and charged with criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, retail theft, and making terroristic threats. She was arraigned and taken to Luzerne County Prison for lack of $50,000 bail. Friday. Hazleton may be the hardest hit city in Luzerne County when it comes to the coronavirus. Mayor Jeff Cassat cites this for many reasons, which includes the influx of people traveling here from New York City. Many Latino residents have families and friends in both New York City and New Jersey and travel back and forth to the virus hotspot destinations. The mayor talked with van transportation companies in Hazleton, and many voluntarily stopped their services to New York and New Jersey. However, the mayor has no control over vans coming in from surrounding states. Cassat urges residents to take this COVID-19 situation seriously and stay home whenever possible. Residents can keep tabs on the city of Hazleton by checking out the mayor's Facebook page for all the latest. That's it for your week in review here on Wyln News.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
There are 125 used car dealers in town, but there's only one Chura's. Quality vehicles since 1954. Voted the best used car dealer. Check out their inventory, see something you like, take a test ride. Chura's Auto Sales. Call 570-454-7229.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Whitetail Preserve has an immediate opening for a chef. Please call 570-455-4251, extension 1378 for details.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming.
Even though the Luzerne County SPCA is limiting public access to the shelter until further notice, animals are still being cared for and up for adoption by appointment only. Here's this week's featured pets looking to keep you company, especially while you're stuck at home. There's no better time than the present to search for your perfect companion. Meet Teddy. He's a 2-year-old male cat with stunning tones. He previously lived in a home with many other cats and makes a wonderful companion. Venus is a beautiful blonde young adult pit bull mix who's a little shy at first but quickly warms up to you. And Creamsicle. He's there dreaming of finding his forever home. He's a 2-year-old orange and white tabby with a great demeanor that he'd love to share with you. You can contact the shelter at 570-825-4111 to schedule an appointment to meet any of these lovable animals or visit spcaluzernecounty.org. WYLN collaborated with PBS and Lehigh Valley Health Network to bring you a live coronavirus informational program. Tune in for Community Update on Coronavirus, Mondays through Fridays live at 3 p.m., followed by a rebroadcast at 7 p.m. right here on WYLN. If you can't catch it then, we're rebroadcasting the show at 10 a.m. the following morning. We're committed to bringing all critical information to the table to keep our viewers and community both safe and well informed during these trying times. Our station continues to feature local businesses and residents adapting to these virus challenges on Pennies Classified. If you or someone you know is reinventing the way they're connecting and serving our community, we'll be happy to share the story on our Pennies Classified right here on WYLN TV. Send us a message on our WYLN News Facebook page or call 570-459-1869 extension 1110. We here at WYLN would like everyone to stay safe. Just use any video recording device like your smartphone to send us a few 15-second or less clips of your child reading the weather. Then send your downloadable video through Facebook Messenger or the WYLNWeatherKids@gmail.com email. That's it. Be sure to include your kid's name and age as you wanted to appear on each day's segment. All the details can be found on both our website and social media pages. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. If you'd like to see an event promoted on our newscast, visit WYLNTV.com to submit a request form. Practice that social distancing by staying with us. Look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
You've seen university advertising.